All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Heat number 1 from Eldora. Greg Boydell and Kelly Wheeler on the front row. John Tobias, Greg Parmalee on the second row. John Rayner and General Patton have the third row. And I've said it just about every week, but we're going to say it again tonight. I still absolutely love the nicknames these retread guys use. Oh, sorry, Gene, the audio things don't work during race broadcast. Haven't figured out how to disable them for it. The sun is coming up over Eldora as they do one more pace lap. Air temperature still cool. Track temperature still cool. That coolness is going to help the track, is going to help the drivers dramatically. Here we go, into 3 and 4. Pace car dives to pit road. And the green flag is in the air. Heat 1 is underway. And oh, we've got a couple around into the wall. Look like John Tobias and General Patton both in trouble already up front. Parmalee has taken the lead from Boydell. Tobias and General Patton both went to pit road. John Rayner back in third, is gaining ground on the top two. Kelly Wheeler looked like he might have gotten a little bit of that contact, but is trying to make his way back toward the front. Meanwhile, Greg Parmalee just set the fastest lap so far. Actually pulling a little bit of a gap on Boydell. Rayner still closing in. Parmalee is dominating the heat as the white flag flies one more time around for Heat 1. Parmalee has a 1 1/4 second lead as he goes off into turn 3. Greg Parmalee wins Heat 1. Greg Boydell comes home in second. John Rayner finishes in third. On to Heat 2. Bill Calder and Pat Boyce on the front row. Pops Moore and Terry Landis have the second row. Mayor Bixler and Cale Bixler on the third row. Okay, that is interesting. 2 different Bixlers here tonight. It's the first time we have seen that one. And it does not look like Bill Calder will make the grid. That'll put Pat Boyce and Pops Moore on the front row. Remember, Pops won that season opener, was almost back to the lead last week when he made a mistake, bumped another driver, backed out of it, let the other driver back by, and cost himself the race, but earned a bunch of respect. All the drivers stacked up, ready to go. Down into 3 and 4, pace car about to drop in. There goes the pace car. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. Looks like there was a little delay on the green there. Just a stutter of a delay. But it does look like it threw the drivers for a loop as well. They're 3 wide coming out of 4. Now down to 2 wide. Pops out front for the moment. Holy cow. Cale Bixler high side hustles it. He went from the back to 3rd in 1 turn. I don't think he lifted for a lap, and I don't think he's lifting now. Three laps to go. Pops still out front. Cale Bixler has the fastest lap of the night so far. That boy's in 2nd, but here comes Pops. 2 to go. Bixler trying to make a move down to the bottom. It may have cost him because Mayer just came by. Now they battle side by side. As the white flag flies one more time around. Pops has a half-second lead into 3 and 4. And Pops Moore will win Heat 2. Man, that was one heck of a heat. 3 wide battling. Now they got 3 minutes to find a little bit more speed. And it looks like the vast majority of the field is coming out for this. Gene, you're not wrong. Pops Moore has been on fire so far all season. Won the season opener and could have won last week, but as we mentioned, he backed out, didn't want to win by knocking somebody else out of the way, so he pulls over, lets them back by, and earned a ton of respect with that move. Pops looking fast yet again tonight. Pops may be unbeatable on dirt from what we've seen the first few weeks. At the moment, Boydell is the fastest. But we're definitely going to keep an eye on Cale Bixler, who had that power move up on the high side. Look for him to make a bunch of positions up very early on. Just a minute left to go. And folks, don't forget, if you've missed any of this season's races, they're all on our YouTube channel for all the leagues we broadcast here. Don't forget, tomorrow night at 9 Eastern, C12's Retro Truck Series is back. Thursday night, Home Motorsports is back at 7 Eastern, or 7:30 Eastern. And Sunday morning at 11 Eastern, our race week begins with GT3 and SS. Y'all might want to take a big deep breath right now. Once the green flag drops on the feature, you may not get a chance. You might be holding your breath the whole time. Warm-up comes to a close. It's time for the feature. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Greg Parmalee and Pomps Moore on the front row. Greg Boydell and Pat Boyce on the second row. John Rayner and Cale Bixler on the third row. Kelly Wheeler, Terry Landis on the fourth row. John Tobias and Mayor Bixler round out the top 10. General Patton and Bill Calder round out the field. Not sure if Bill will take to the track. Bill Calder did not take to the grid. The rest of the field rolling out. But after two heats and the warm-up session, you can see in the turns the track is starting to slick off. That'll make things a bit fun. Remember, Eldora has 3 prominent lanes through the turns, but there is a lot of race surface and a lot of ways to get around this track. And to do it fast, it's just a question of who can do it the best here tonight. And still a lot of racing to go tonight, folks. Into 3 and 4, the pace car about to dive in. Pace car is in. Here they come out of turn 4. Green flag is in the air. They are underway. The feature from Eldora. And oh, wow. Everybody makes it through 1 and 2. A couple of close calls. We've got somebody. It's Bixler bouncing off the wall. Caution is out. First caution of the night. Cale Bixler, we saw where he was, up on the high side. Taking a look at Bixler, he goes off into the turn, comes down just a hair, gets bumped and turned around. Also, Pat Boyce had an issue. He smacks the wall. And one of the cars back behind lost his wing as well. Greg Parmalee still up front. Pomps Moore in second. Greg Boydell in third. John Rayner now in fourth. Kelly Wheeler in fifth, Terry Landis in sixth, and John Tobias up to seventh. General Patton currently in eighth. Everybody has been in, got the repairs back on track, ready to go. Lights are out as they get ready to go back to green. Here we go. Pace car is in. Green flag is in the air. Parmalee away like a shot. Pops trying to reel him back in. Boydell in third. Landis now to fourth. And Bixler on the move again up top. Oh, he got put in the wall. Fortunately, the damage is off, but he has lost so much momentum as we've got a battle for the lead. Slide job up the track by Pops, and caution is out. Caution is back out for John Tobias. Let's see what happened with Tobias. Oh, got loose, coming out of 4, hit the car to the inside. Also got Bixler and got stuck on his lid. Ouch. That's a heartbreak. Really big heartbreak for Tobias. He had a rough week last week. Was hoping to see him have a little bit better luck this week, but not off to the best start. Greg Parmalee still at the front, followed by Pops Moore and Greg Boydell. Boydell actually now has the fastest lap so far. Sitting in third, so you never know. And remember, Cale Bixler is still in the fight. We're definitely in for some interesting racing here. Pace car is in. Parmalee is away. Green flag in the air. This time he doesn't get as big of a run. Landis had a big run up top, but now he is drifting backwards. Pat Boyce on the move as well. Pops managing to keep Parmalee within striking distance. Going up to the high side. Greg Boydell at quite a line. Pops into turn 1. Slide job up the track. Parmalee going for the crossover into 3 and 4. And doesn't get it done yet. Pops Moore to the lead. And caution is back out. Let's see what happened here. Believe Greg Parmalee involved. Oh, Parmalee comes up. It was Greg versus Greg, and Parmalee had one heck of a ride. Ouch. Thank goodness his roll cage is still intact. That was one heck of a ride. Pops Moore now up front. Followed by Terry Landis, Pat Boyce, John Rayner, Mayor Bixler, and Cale Bixler. Could tonight be Pop's second win of the season? Lights are out. They stack up for the restart. Pop's in control of the restart. Can he get the big jump he needs to maintain the lead here? Pace car is in. Pops is away. Green is in the air. The top two get away quickly. They get single file back behind. A lot of side-by-side. Oh, close call. For John Rayner, he ends up losing a spot to Boydell. Cale Bixler down on the bottom, surprisingly. Oh, a lot of bumping going on behind. And they are 3 wide out of 4. They are banging wheels. Rayner ends up in the wall. Pops out front as a 3/4 of a second lead. Pat Boyce in third, right behind second place Terry Landis. Mayor Bixler and Cale Bixler both closing in. Oh, Mayor's in the wall. Cale now to fourth. And Pops just set the fastest lap, 13.87. Cale Bixler now to fourth. He is closing the gap on Pat Boyce. Oh, we've got a caution. Caution is back out. And it looks like Mayor Bixler involved this time. See what happened? He's slow on the bottom. We saw all the problems. Oh, he couldn't get it to turn into pit road. It is difficult to get on pit road here at Eldora, and wow. Track is starting to slick off more and more. A lot of times here at Eldora, the driver who adjusts to the track the best is the driver that's going to come home in victory lane. That bottom lane is starting to get really slick. That middle lane starting to show some slick too. Lights are out. They stack back up for the restart. Pops Moore in control. Here they come through 3 and 4. Pace car is in. Pops fires green is in the air. They're banging tires back behind on the restart. 3 wide into turn 1. Cale Bixler on the high side sending it again. Oh, he got a tap from behind. Greg Boydell trying to fight his way back to the front. Terry Landis trying to keep Pops within striking distance. The librarian back there in third, Pat Boyce, has his hands full with Bixler and Boydell. And while those guys are battling, Pops is pulling away. Oh! Bixler was under attack from Boydell and just sent it through 1 and 2 and managed to make it stick up top. That boy, smart move, staying up on that high line. Bixler has passed very few cars on the bottom, but if you leave that outside lane open, he is coming. Five laps to go. Pops Moore still out front. 4 to go now. Coming down into 3 and 4. And here we go. 3 laps to go at Eldora. Pops has an almost a 1 second lead on Landis. That boy still holding on to third, but still being attacked a lot from behind. 2 to go for Pops as he runs that high line. Right up on the cushion and entry. and gets the white flag one more time around. He's down in the slick. Is he going to lose some time on this one? Into 3 and 4. He tries the bottom. Will not matter. Pops Moore wins at Eldora. Terry Landis holds on for second, and Pat Boyce managed to hold off the Hard Chargers behind to finish in third. We'll get a word with our top three here in just a moment. But folks, don't forget, it is a triple header. We still have 2 more races to go tonight. Hey, good evening, Kenny. How are you? And Pops has made his way to victory lane. Terry Landis and Pat Boyce right there with him. All right, let's see if we can get a word with our top three, and we'll start with second place, Terry Landis. Terry, congratulations. You came home in second, but you ran away from the rest of the field on that last restart. Just couldn't run Pops down, but still a heck of a run to come home in second tonight.
Yeah, thanks, Doug. Yeah, there was no catching Pops. He was long gone. I tried a couple sliders to see if I could make some time up, but it didn't matter. He was just hitting that cushion, and he was rolling.
He definitely was right up on the cushion, and it did seem like you were trying just about every line. We saw you vary it throughout the race, just trying to find a little more speed.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we couldn't see it. There was a slick spot in 1 and 2, and we couldn't see it real good in the car in my VR, so I didn't know where it was. And I hit it a couple times and missed the slider, but it was fun racing trying to catch him.
Well, man, you had one heck of a run. Is there anybody you'd like to thank tonight?
Oh yeah, you, Doug, for putting it on. Put on a good show. C2C, gotta love it. Place to race. All the admins behind the scenes, what they do. Kreitz Oval Track parts, because you bend some stuff, and they got some pretty trick stuff. And guys back at KSR, Gallon's Homegrown Popcorn. Use the word cart and get 15% off. And my wife Judy.
Great job tonight, man.
Thanks, Doug.
Pat, you managed to come home in third, but I have to say that last 10 laps, that was some great defensive driving because you had your hands full with the guys behind you.
Can you hear me now?
I got you now, buddy.
Yeah. I was losing traction every lap. I couldn't get no traction coming off the turns. I think I burnt the tires up.
Well, you still managed to hold on, and considering the guys that finished right behind you, Greg Boydell and Cale Bixler, you had your hands full. You may have burned him up, but it kept you on the podium. Oh, we lost you.
Yep.
Oh, there you are.
Keep coming in and out. I don't know why.
I got you. Well, still an awesome job tonight, man. Anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank the Coast to Coast Racing League, Salty Dogs Race Team, Young Guns Creation. I'd like to thank the broadcast, and I'd also like to thank all the admins.
Well, great job, man. Great finish.
Thank you.
And finally, our winner, Pops Moore. Pops, I swear you get in a sprint car and you're untouchable.
Well, that's my forte, I guess. I do like the sprint cars. The modifieds, man, I struggle with them, and I just go there to have fun with them, and that's a lot of fun. But sprint cars are what I like.
It definitely showed. I mean, once you got to the front, you were pretty much unstoppable. I know a couple of guys tried a couple of moves and nobody could get past you. You just got up there on the cushion and went.
Yeah, there was still plenty up there to get a hold of. So as long as there was something up there, I knew that anybody that tried to get underneath me or anything wasn't going to get by me because I was still carrying the speed down the straightaway. So, yeah, that was fun, man.
Well,
Just ripping around the top there.
it was definitely quite a show, man. And your second win of the season. Anybody you'd like to thank tonight?
Oh, just well, who is the sponsor tonight? Is it Flatline or Meyer Farms? Either way,
Meyer.
them guys, I got to give them guys a shout out because they're always helping sponsor this stuff, and without them, you know, we wouldn't be able to do this. And I got to give you a shout out. Thanks for coming in here and putting on these broadcasts and doing what you're doing. It's fun to go back and watch these things. And then I got to give Rona and Rick a shout out because they're always watching these things. And Greg Parmalee, he was in here running with me tonight, and I have more fun when them guys are in here with me. So I got to give him a shout out too. But
Well, man, great job. Win number 2. Congratulations.
hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right, folks, stick around. We are going to Daytona. The DW12 Indy cars will take to the track here in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. You're not going to want to miss this. Stick around, everybody.